So here is the Team USA Olympic roster. Well, there's definitely more than 5 people on it.
We got a couple more.
That's
probably all they need, though, based off of the international play. You know what I'm saying?
The international play's gotten better, so miss me with that. It has. Are we still the best team? Yes. Are we still favored to win? Yes. But we're not winning by 50 points anymore. Here is the bench.
40.
That was the rosters. Here's your bench. I mean, these are just. This is the Avengers of the WNBA. These are your best players.
We haven't talked about it, but
yeah, we have. And so there it is. So now the new thing that everyone wants to know is because, of course, per the WNBA, for the WNBA All-Star Game, instead of just having it like it normally is for the NBA, no one watching a 200-point blowout, the Olympic team faces. The All-Star team, of course, it doesn't include any of the women who are on the Olympic team that would also be All-Stars. And so people are trying to guess, prognosticate who's going to be on this All-Star team. And, of course, the underlying gripping, clinching, is Caitlin Clark going to get snubbed? I will go on record right now as saying
here we go.
That I absolutely 100% understand why she was not on the Olympic roster, and I think it was for very pragmatic and real reasons. But if you leave her off the WNBA All-Star game, you're tripping, bruh. And here's the thing.
You can't beat the allegations if she's left off.
She's got to be a part of that. I don't care what the numbers look like. I don't care about integrity of whatever. It's an exhibition game, and you need to have Caitlin Clark there. So, that's got to happen. But here's the thing, fans who are already ready, who already have their torches ready to light up. 50% of the vote is fan vote. So you can control that. And I think she's going to get a large portion of the fan voting for the All-Star. I think she'll be fine there. I think the media, same, right? Because the media wants to cover something that will be. And what a great storyline, right? Like maybe Caitlin Clark will go off against the Olympic team and and whatever. And she's a great storyline in general, and she brings ratings. So that could be potentially really, really fun.
I just think it's funny how it breaks down. 50% of the fan vote, cool. 25% of the media vote, cool.
25%.
But that other 25% is the players.
But 75% is more than 25%.
I know Caitlin Clark going to get 76% of all available votes. She ain't getting 24% of the.
So we'll certainly see. You've got to make that happen. But of course, it could really be a revenge tour for Arike Gumbawale, who was like the actual snub on the Olympic roster.
You got some top 5 scorers who are left off of Team USA who are going to be WNBA All-Stars.
Yeah, one of the greatest
2 30-point scorers right off top.
100%. Again, on the revenge tour, one of the biggest snubs of all time in the Olympics roster was Nneka Ogwumike, who was like captain of the team that won a couple of years earlier internationally and then was left off of that team. This is a pretty good murderer's row as well. Dearica Hamby is playing absolutely insane right now. Ryan Howard in Atlanta is going to be playing in the Olympics and the 3-on-3. Jonquil Jones, a former MVP. So this could be a really fun, if this is an all-star game, I'm super interested in seeing because there are real storylines here beyond, I'm going to pick your team, we're going to play pick 'em, and then we're just going to do and one Harlem Globetrotters out here. I think this could be competitive and a little chippy, and I'm into it.
We're going to create some beef here because I'm taking a look at the WNBA projected all-star roster, and you have a couple teammates going opposite one another. You mentioned Nneka Ogwumike, and then you got Jewel Lloyd, who's Team USA. You got some aces v aces crime. I like it.
Yeah.
Because they obviously play each other in practice, but on a competitive stage, us versus them, Team USA versus WNBA All-Star, I think this game has the ability to get real chippy.
Yeah.
And I'm into it.
Yeah. Well, even, I'm looking at Dewana Bonner out here who would be facing her fiance.
Oh, yeah, straight up.
Yeah, exactly, because Alyssa Thomas. The Olympic team. And so you'd get a little wife-on-wife crime, which I'm always into as well. So, no, I definitely think it could be really fun and one that I'm looking forward to. Not looking forward to the inevitable storylines that are going to surround it. But, yes, I will go on record right now being so anti everyone's out to get Caitlin. But if they leave her off the All-Star roster,
it's not. That's not going to happen. Is there an update on Chelsea Gray's status as that continues to be? All right, I understand. This is the 12-woman roster right now is presently constructed, and she's supposed to be back in time for August. But that's an injury that you're coming back from. When you tune up, will you be 100%? Is there a forecast on her ability to be 100% when the Olympics comes around?
No, there is no update that I've heard so far on whether she'll be available. But the thing that whenever someone inevitably says, well, why would you put her on that roster? And the thing that I was reminded by my amazing, teammates, like Andrea Carter and Chiney Ogwumike, are the Olympic team. And Chiney said this because she's, has come up in the Olympics, sort of in the international circuit. And she's like, their whole thing is, even if you're on the bench, what do you provide on the bench? Do you provide leadership? Do you provide, the experience? Like, what do you provide? And Chelsea Gray is a 3-time world champion. She is a finals MVP. She is a gold medalist at the Olympics already. So even if she can't play, she is providing the newbies, or she's providing whoever is replacing her, backing her up, Jackie Young, whoever it is, just like she's doing on the Aces right now, an amount of leadership that still makes her a huge part of this team.
So just a real quick point on the U.S. women's team. No player on it is younger than 26, right? Obviously, the Olympics come around every 4 years. Caitlin Clark being 22, and everybody's like, what can Caitlin Clark provide that you don't already have? First of all, they're going to win every game by double digits. Let's just look at the history from 1996. They're going to win, so they don't need her to be like that girl, right? But in 4 years, when the Olympics are back stateside in Los Angeles, you're going to talk about this big void, right, between a ton of veteran players, none of which are under 26, and Caitlin Clark. I mean, there is something to be said about kind of going up with this group, so that way when it is your time, you can sort of be the already installed leader or that person with experience, because nobody's arguing that the U.S. women's national team needs more experience or more scoring off the bench. They have a ton of that. But you also have to plan for the future.
Yeah, and there are opportunities to do that at the Olympics, right? Like they do the World Cup. There are other international events and tournaments that they use to come together. They do different training camps. And again, Caitlin was unable to attend the training camp she was invited to because she was playing at the national championship. There are more of those events and opportunities. It's not like she's going to have to wait 4 years and have no experience in the Olympic circuit or in the national team circuit, and then they're just going to like throw her in there. She's going to have opportunities just like when she was younger. She played on the under-19 team. So she will have opportunities, as will, this question was raised to me just the other day. Like, man, there's going to be potentially Angel Reese that is going to be trying to get an Olympic spot. Paige Beckers is coming out. In the next 3 years, we'll be looking at Juju Watkins, right? We'll be looking at some of these really big young up-and-comers, and what does that look like? And I say, we'll see. I mean, right? Time will tell. But certainly they're going to have to unseat some really incredible stars who are producing at an incredibly high level right now.